Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, and before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be my mid-month wrap-up for April. I don't normally do a mid-month wrap-up, but this year I have been reading like a ton of books per month. I think I read, was it 18 in January, 18 in February, and I forget how many in March. But anyways, I have currently, today is the 16th of April. I am counting all the books I read from the 1st to the 15th, and I read 12 books. So I figured best that I come on here and do a mid-month wrap-up so that my end-of-month wrap-up is not like 5,000 books long. Not that it's going to be that, but I just thought I'd come on here, do this little video. So let's just talk about the 12 books I read in the first half of April. So to start off the month, I read Lead the Way. This, I gave 3 stars. I read it as an ARC. It is currently out. And unfortunately, this one just wasn't really for me. It is a contemporary romance. It is enemies to lovers, sports. And I enjoyed some of it, but my main issue was I at first hated the male main character and really liked the female one. And by the end, I hated our female main character, but I loved the MMC. And also a lot of it was in Spanish, like a lot of their dialogue. And there's like a translation page at the beginning, but I didn't want to have to keep going back and forth on my Kindle to figure it out. So I just thought the Spanish was used a little too much for someone who doesn't understand Spanish. I took 3 years of Spanish in high school. I remember very little. So basically reading those dialogue, I was lost. Next, I read Finding Hayes by Laura Pavlov. This one was the final book in the Magnolia Falls series. I love this series and I loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. It was just such a great way to wrap up this series. This series is small town found family, and this book in particular was childhood friends to lovers. It was, he is a firefighter. It was marriage of convenience, fake marriage, and just a very, very fun time. Next, I read The Lucky Winners by K.L. Slater, and I adored this book so much. 5 stars. Love this book. I cannot recommend this book to you enough. This is a thriller book. It is about this couple. They are poor and struggling to make ends meet, and the husband, for their anniversary, buys her a ticket, buys them a ticket entry to win, for a raffle to win this really, really nice big house. And so she thinks he wasted their money on that, but then they end up winning. And so their lives completely change. They go to this new house, but things are not going as good as they should be. The neighbors are acting strange. Someone has been getting inside their house, and it's just very good, very creepy. We also see flashbacks from when our main character, the wife, was a teenager. And it's just very good, very interesting, and I loved this one so much. Next, I read Hunter's Treasure by Olivia Jackson. This one I gave 4 stars. I read it as an ARC. It had already come out back in February. I was quite behind on this one, but I really enjoyed this. This is a romance. It is about this woman who ends up getting shipwrecked and washed ashore on this island, and the only person that lives on this island is this guy. And there is no one that's going to be coming by to deliver supplies and pick him up and stuff for a while. So they're stuck there until some passing ship finds them. Because he did have a boat for when he goes back to town. But she ended up, her boat damaged it. So yeah, they're stuck there. And they're stuck together, forced proximity. There is this treasure that he's been on this island trying to find. She helps him, and yeah, It was a very cute, fun time, and I really enjoyed it. Next, I read Undeniable by Melanie Harlow. Gave this 4 stars. This is book 2 in the Cloverleaf Farm series. I love Melanie Harlow's writing, and this book was no different, but I could not stand the MMC. He was horrible. He was manipulative. He was a liar. He was just a horrible person and treated her like shit. So, not a fan of his. But I really loved the FMC. She was so amazing. And I really liked the writing. And I liked the side characters and seeing the glimpses of the characters from book 1. And anyways, this one is like ex-childhood friends to lovers. And it is just, it would have been fantastic if it weren't for the MMC. So, sadly, only 4 stars, but I still really enjoyed it. Then I read The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. This one I gave 3 stars. This is a cozy murder mystery, and it follows these people from this retirement village who are trying to solve this mystery, like this murder, and I thought it sounded so good, so that's obviously why I picked it up. But sadly, it did not work for me. I was so bored for like the majority of the book. And then we got to a point where it was starting to pick up. I'm like, this is actually getting pretty interesting. And I was like, maybe it's going to be like a 3.5. And then by the end, I could not care less about these characters or anything going on. But it overall was not a bad book. It was just I just didn't care. I didn't hate it. Like, I didn't actively dislike it. I just didn't care for it, if that makes any sense. Next, I read an arc of the Forgetting Navigations. This one I gave 4 stars. This is a little sci-fi novella. It is dark. It has traumatic topics in it, so definitely check content warnings. And this one has not come out yet. This comes out sometime in May, and I gave it 4 stars. I liked it. Next, I read The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I give this 5 stars. This was so good. And this one is a thriller. It is an isolated setting. It is set on like this luxury cruise ship. Well, not luxury, but like a cruise ship, but it's small, but it's only for like rich people. And our main character, she goes to one of the rooms in the cabin and knocks on the door, and this woman answers, and she borrows a mascara from her. And then when she's like, oh, what happened to that woman who was staying in that cabin? They're like, that cabin was always empty. So, yeah, very, very interesting. I really enjoyed watching this play out, and I had a fun time. Next, I read Cash by Jessica Peterson. Gave this 5 stars. I loved this. This is a cowboy romance. It is a small town. It is forced proximity, enemies to lovers, excellent banter. Our FMC, she inherits this ranch from her dad, who she was not close with. And when she gets there, she finds out she has to live there and manage the ranch for a year before she can do whatever she wants with it. And our MMC is not happy that she's there. He immediately is rude to her and doesn't think she should be there, and they get off on the wrong foot, but they have such insane chemistry. I loved this book. I loved the writing. These characters were everything they were meant to be together, and the banter was top tier. Next, I read Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. Gave this 5 stars. Loved this book. It is a standalone dark romance. It is gothic and dark academia vibes. I loved it. It is forbidden, professor-student age gap. I just had a great time with it. It is about this woman. She has this not great home life. Her mom died when she was a teenager because her mom had this like disease that she was infected by like these parasites. And so our FMC, she wrote a paper, like a project, an assignment on that for her university, and then under the title of A Fictional Disease. And then someone saw it from this prestigious university, and they're like, at this school, they're conducting research for this disease. It is not fictional. So she gets sent to this school and she falls for her professor. I loved these two together. I really like both of the main characters, and I just really like the forbiddenness, but the fact that they really had a connection. Next, I read Arc of Playing for Keeps by Bella North. Gave this 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this. This is the third book in the... I'm not sure what this series is called, but it is small town sports, football, romance. This one is childhood friends to lovers. It is fake dating. I really enjoyed this one. Gave it 4.5 stars, like I said. And this one has not come out yet as of filming. I think it comes out near the end of April. So probably not out yet by the time you're seeing this, but I don't think it'll be out, but we'll see. You'll have to go check it out and see if it's available yet. And lastly, I read A Pact of Blood by Eva Chase, book 2 in the Royal Spare series. I give this 5 stars. I am obsessed with this series. I love it so much. It is romantasy. It is Why Choose Royalty. The first book had trials, and it's just so good. And book 2, oh my gosh, that plot twist. I cannot get over that plot twist. I was like, what? What just happened? Because that was so shocking. But those are the 12 books I read in the first half of April. Let me know if you've read any of these books, or maybe how many books you've read so far this month. It's not a competition, not trying to compare in any way. But if you want to leave any of that, feel free. Otherwise, to let me know you are here, you can comment how about, is there a magnifying glass emoji? There should be. If there is, comment that for the Thursday Murder Club. Or if not, maybe some kind of sports emoji. So either a magnifying glass or a sports emoji. And before you guys go, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.